Hey guys, Mike Fab'n. Today we're going to take the turbo OEM original turbo whale tail off this car. I've already unbolted the wiper blade. It's just a simple 10mm nut, and you work the wiper blade loose. And I'm not going to run a wiper, so if somebody wants that, just let me know. We're going to have new hood struts for this car, but they're not installed yet, and they're not really important for what's happening today. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be an LS swap car, but so for right now, and we will be running air conditioning, I'm going to disconnect the air conditioning, take this small condenser off, and then we're going to take the turbo tail off and go from there. So see if this pops loose. Nope, it's not going to. So I'll have to actually back it up with this. That nut should free spin once it's not. All right, we're using crescents because most, if not a lot of 911s don't have AC or working AC systems, and they're not usually on it or hooked up if they are present, but this one does, and I don't know what size these are, so I'm using crescents on these hoses. I'll be taking this compressor off of this engine, and then pulling the engine transmission out, and then of course be using a GM LS engine with a GM compressor, and then rehooking the system back up to that, or making it work however we need to at that point. So, but for now, I'm just taking the system off. It's loose, but it's not allowing that hose to free spin. There it went. There it went. And the reason for this is the access hole for the bolts to the whale tail are up inside here, and this is blocking all of that. This condenser seems to be trash anyway. It's coming apart right here. We're continuing with the deck lid. At this point, the condenser bolts are stripped, and it won't come off the deck lid without cutting them. And I can't do that out here where the car is located, so I'll have to take the deck lid off. And to do that, it has a rear wiper assembly, so I'll have to also disassemble that. So it is a 5mm Allen wrench, taking these deck lid bolts off. Some of them have 10mm bolts in them, but this one has Allens. This is a Euro car. I don't know if it's different because of the Euro car or not. Taken lots of these apart over the years, and they were 10mm bolts. I won't go too far because that wiper motor is still attached. Keep all your hardware. Best if you bag it up. And label your bags. Do as I say, not as I do. "35-year veteran Porsche mechanic. Was ASC Master certified. Now I'm retired. I just play with my own toys. Don't ask my wife, she'll confirm that." Alright, now it might fall off once I take this bolt out, because then the motor's loose. Well, don't lift on it, sweetie. You're lifting it into my head. Okay,
You might secure this over here. It's going to twist on you.
In just a second, I'll have this side loose. Off.
You got this side?
Yep. There's 4 bolts. I'll hold it on. This car is going to go under a lot of visual treatment. I have billet arms that I made for the front and the back. Really nice ridden line pedals and ridden line floorboards and Wevo shifter, and we're going to rebuild the pedal cluster, and these are all going to be videos in the future. So if you want to see something specific on the car, just let me know. Motor's going to come out. Nothing wrong with this engine other than I want more power and I want air conditioning. And I'm of the school of in the Porsche and VW, air-cooled Porsche and VW world, that in Oklahoma in 110 to 120 degree heat in the summer, air conditioning doesn't work so good.
Still got something.
Probably the wires on the motor. Yeah. So.
Oh, there's a tab right there.
That's not it. That keeps them on the right here. They're going to need to be unplugged. I won't be putting it back on the car, so although we have a video record of it, but so it won't be important to me as far as where they go. Car's also getting painted back white. So there's the tail and the deck lid. We're going to take it into the shop now and cut these rusted bolts loose. And then we'll put it back together with the Carrera tail that's laying over there in the yard. Alrighty. Hey guys, we've moved inside. I've got the tail and deck lid off, where the bolts to the condenser are rusted and wallered out, so we're gonna have to cut those off. While we're here, we're just gonna go ahead and strip the entire deck lid, take the light off. I won't be running a light on my car, so these things that I'm gonna take off, I'll put on Pelican or something like that if someone's interested in them. Here is the rear wiper motor with the rain shield. We're gonna take all that off. We'll keep all the hardware, bag it up, put it in a box, whatever. The other thing I'm gonna need on my deck lid is the pin for closing it, the deck lid itself, and then the Carrera tail. I'm doing an RSR style car, so it's lightweight's the key here. So I don't need all this crud on my car, crap. These are interesting bolts on the back of the light. They're likely probably factory, but it appears that it's a T-bolt. The shape of the bolt right here. An odd shaped T-bolt. Probably a factory bolt. It's been, I've been retired for quite a few years from Porsche, and it's been at least 20 years since I've taken one apart to the depth that we're going to be taking it apart. So a lot of this is going to kind of be newish to me. Not that I haven't done it before, just haven't done it in a long time. Hey Ken, you got your pliers handy? Thanks, sir. Kenny's tools are pink, just so you can know. No, Kenny's not funny or anything like that. It's just so that he can differentiate which tools are his. Although, sometimes he's a little funny. Like this one time we had him in Vegas. Oh, never mind. Alright. Take the T-bolts out. Put the nut and washer back on them so we don't lose them. I'll show them to you. We're going to put them back on the light once get them over here. Most of the sound pads and stuff are coming out of my car, sound deadening material and stuff. We're going to undercoat it because I don't like rust, but as far as like the inner rubber coatings and stuff and mats are going to come out of the car. Undo this wire because this is part of the light. Pull it through this grommet. Someone had cut it before, I didn't cut it. It was like this on my car. But I recently just purchased this car. And then we're going to pull.
We haven't had this car, or you've had it for over a year.
Right.
Got it back in 23.
Yeah, last year. That's correct. I bought it while we were at SEMA. Okay. Put these back on it so we don't lose it. The hardware. The bulb is in it. It may work, it may not, but if someone needs it for restoration or something with the correct hardware, it appears to be here. So I'll put it on the Pelican board and Pelican Porsche parts board and go from there. All these parts will be available that I don't use. The wiper motor with the rain shield and the wiper arm, I'll put that all as a package or something. I don't need it. Okay. Next, take off the shield here. I say that, but it appears that that's an 11. Probably gonna have to, reach inside and back this up with a wrench.
lay down in the warm spot?
Playing a game. He wants the attention.
He says it's cold.
Not cold. It goes over to the stove. Uh-oh, I got the fire again.
Yeah, it's getting warm in here. Feels good though.
Yeah, not a problem. Alright. And this one. Might have to use a socket on that one.
Get one.
Reverted to a ratchet. Okay. I've seen a lot of them over the years. Don't know that I've seen one with the rain shield on it, but hey, it's here now. Looks like a factory part. Probably was the factory tail on that car. They either came with 3.0 Carrera tails or turbo tails in SC years. Next, we'll get this wiper arm off of here. Actually, we'll do that in a second. We'll get this cut.
See?
Okay, these two bolts to the condenser right here are mangled, and screwdriver won't get them out, and they're rusted, so we're going to cut them out gently. Try not to get your paint here and back here. You got to be aware of how big your wheel is. The reason why we're doing this deck lid is staying with the car. The tail is being sold, but I'm using a Carrera whale tail instead. Aesthetically, they're better looking tails in my personal opinion. But so that's why we're cutting this loose. sensor's junk. I won't reuse it. I will put air conditioning in the car, but it'll be a GM air conditioning system instead of the Porsche air conditioning system. So it'll actually kind of work. Because Porsche AC systems, if you own one, you know, they don't work very well. Anyway, let's move on to this wiper motor. We didn't hurt the deck lid at all. Good deal. This wiper motor, and well, I guess we can go ahead and take this all the tail bolts loose while we're here. Actually, and then we'll flip it over. So we're gonna have to reach, the reason why we had to have the condenser off is have to be able to reach up inside here and hold the back of this bolt. And the nuts apparently are rusted. Makes it for a fun. Might be cutting a couple of these bolts off too.
I'll get you a better wrench. I said that baby one. You want a bigger one?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The nuts are on the bottom side. I don't know if I can get to them very well. Ooh, we'll try it though. So set for a minute. Okay, we've shot each one of these with penetrating oil, and we'll also take off the rear script that's on this deck lid. One of them is rounded off, so we'll just have to cut it. Let's see if we can get these nuts loose. Ratchet not working?
You break
Break
it.
it, you bought it.
It's in the center position.
Yeah, but it won't go past that.
I'll get you a different one.
See if the ratchet works a little bit more. Yeah, much better. More leverage. Still might break the bolt. That's okay. Definitely rusty. Use some zinc coated bolts next time, or stainless steel or something like that. It's rust resistant. There it is. Got into the metal a little bit, but inevitable whenever you're dealing with rusty bolts. This one's going to be more difficult. Let's see if I can just break this one off. Be a lot quicker and easier. Here. The deck lid and the wheel tail on the car. It's not the deck lid that was on the car or the whale tail. Generally I would have help. My help is not here today. And nowhere near the body work or paint stage of the car. So I'm not worried about scratching it, or I didn't do any body work to the tail. Just get it bolted on and kind of lined up. Keep the water out of it. There's a storm moving in on Monday, and realistically I would like to have the car inside by then. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's the goal. And the bolt, which you'll have to find. It's a Carrera tail instead of the turbo Rotel. It's fiberglass for lightweight. Doesn't always go as planned. Find the bolt, so I'll just have to go get another one. Tighten these down. We're in the middle of the adjustment range. Hopefully you can hear me. A little windy. It's decent. We'll see how that works. Anyway, that's that for today. We're going to try to move it in to the shop here in the next 30 minutes to an hour. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thanks.